Hello and welcome to the podcast. I'm Marisa.
And I am Ariana.
And this is our emotional support Canadian,
Carol.
And we are the Krolmeisters & Co. As a reminder, this podcast is rated T for teen for strong language and mature themes.
If you don't like that, well... okay then, you know.
That's your choice. You know, find a different podcast.
You know.
Do what you want.
Yeah.
I'm not the boss of you.
What are we talking about today, sister?
Today, I will excitedly proclaim...
For the first time
ever.
We are
talking about... for the first time ever. We are talking about casting cryptids.
Yeah, we're going to talk about... well, first off, we're going to talk about cryptids and what they are. And we may or may not have a, a specialist. Specialist?
A plug?
Yeah. But then we're going to talk about which cryptids we would want to see in Nancy Drew. I'm excited. So, the question on everyone's minds is, what is a cryptid?
Yes, so a cryptid is any animal that has been alleged to exist or continue to exist past its point of extinction, but it is not officially recognized by science. So probably the most well-known one is Bigfoot, Sasquatch, so an animal that no scientific body formally recognizes, but a lot of people report having seen it, a lot of people believe in it, so you get that's the basics of it.
Yeah. So, Carol, is there any kind of resource or book you would suggest for people to read to find out about cryptids, especially in Asia and Oceania?
Yes, so I wrote a book. It happens to be about that particular region. You'd never guess.
What?
So you can pick up the cryptids of Asia and Oceania at Amazon, Barnes & Noble. Probably could ask your local bookstore to order it for you.
Yeah.
And it will be money into my pocket.
Yeah. I have read it, and I think it's very good. It does a very good job of taking into account actual folklore instead of trying to, science-splain away, old, folk history that, sometimes when you read cryptid things that are, trying to explain them, it'll be these people were crazy for thinking this. It was obviously this. And so I very much appreciate that you did all of that research.
Yeah. It's very interesting because a lot of cryptozoology enthusiasts will make fun of the scientific community because there are a lot of recognized species that scientists dismiss, like the lowland gorilla, what's the Komodo dragon, Neocopi, that, the people in the area were like, oh yeah, that's just a thing. I saw it the other day. The scientific community was like, no, you didn't. That's not a thing. And now you have more people coming in and no, that's not what you saw. You saw this thing. It's oh man, we truly never learn.
It's so true. But I like the ones from Australia so much because that really is just because their oral tradition goes back so far that a lot of their tales and a lot of that stuff is about megafauna who are extinct now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's so fascinating to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because even in Europe you don't see that a lot.
No.
Even things that were still in existence for long periods of time, you don't really see them pop up too much.
No.
There's I can't remember the name of it, but it's that one extinct cow, and it never I've never seen it pop up in European folklore, and it's
huh.
Okay,
yeah.
but
I think it's the those areas were so isolated that the spreading out didn't affect them as soon. So while other species had time to deal with the growth and evolve with our impediments, they...
I really enjoyed the silent swearing.
I can do this. Oh, so then when the progress of man finally, did come to this singular area, they just kind of broke the glass, and these things didn't know how to respond because they hadn't evolved with it.
Right.
Yeah?
Yeah, I get what you mean, yeah.
Yeah, sure. I don't know what is anything, really, at this point. My brain is empty, unless you guys want to hear about the developmental domains for children. I could talk about that, because that's what's in my brain right now.
Could probably learn a thing or two about that, but
I feel like
for
we should
now
do a special episode for that.
Yeah, special episode where I literally
one that we planned.
just go on a rant for a while. That would be great. Rant, presentation. I don't know. It's basically presentation here. Oh, at some point, I should give my disability anti-bias education presentation on Twitch. I should totally do that at some point.
That'd be cool.
Be cool to have it out as a resource, too.
Yeah. Just kind of put it up somewhere. That'd be really fun. But what we're talking about is what cryptids would we like to see in a Nancy Drew game?
I need so many more cryptids.
Because obviously we've had cryptids in the past. We've had, specifically, Caddy. Cadborosaurus.
Which you may have seen if you saw the stream a couple of weeks. When was this?
It'll be 2 weeks ago from when this was released.
Whatever.
I was thinking the timing, and I was like, wasn't that stream 2 days ago?
Yeah, but it'll be in 2 weeks.
Yeah, but I gotta talk to the future peeps.
Yeah. But, those.
Oh, what is time?
Yeah, what is time? I don't know.
What is?
Who knows? Wizards know. They are the ones who stick you in a time loop. So, the one I would really like, right? I would really like to see the Brosno Dragon. Because the Brosno Dragon is bioluminescent, which, in my opinion, is the best trait for anything ever to have. In my opinion, bioluminescence is the shit. I think that more animals should be bioluminescent. I just think that they should. So the Brosno Dragon is also said to have swallowed up a German plane in World War II. So this machine kills fascists.
Yay! This machine?
Yeah, this dragon kills fascists.
There we go.
Well, we don't know. Maybe it is some weird thing where it's that's some giant robot someone made, and now it's living in the lake.
Like Atlantis.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. I didn't know if anyone would get that reference. But
See, I immediately went Gravity Falls.
Oh.
The creature in the lake.
I've never actually seen Gravity Falls.
Me neither.
Bullshit, sister.
No.
We watched it together.
No, we didn't. I've never seen it.
Did we not?
No.
That's crazy.
No. Yeah.
It's a great show.
I've heard.
Shout out to Gravity Falls.
But yes. That's what I want. Like Atlantis. Yeah. Everything that glows blue is very cool. Says Risa.
You're correct.
As she is currently lit blue.
In the back.
And she's got blue stuff. And just, a general atmosphere of blue.
Yeah,
Lady in blue.
She's blue. If she were green, she would die, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I did
I'm a
die.
sneeze, I'm a die. I'm a sneeze, I'm a die.
I did, in fact, cut off the green dye of my hair. It was, because you can't get green out of your hair, guys. Just if you are thinking about going green with your hair, please know that it's permanent. It's not going away. You will just have to dye over it or cut it off. There is no getting green out of your hair. So, that's why I chopped a bunch of hair off in my bathroom a few weeks ago. And then today I gave myself layers. But what cryptids would you guys like to see?
Yes.
So
many. my all-time favorite animal, not just like cryptid, but animal in general, is the thylacine, which Tasmanian wolf, Tasmanian tiger, sometimes they're called that. They allegedly went extinct in 1936, but there's been reported sightings, basically every year since then. So it's considered a cryptid in terms of, does it still, roam around? Is it still like with us? And I would love, first of all, we need a game set in Australia.
Yes.
And there's so much you could do with that. Like you could do like environmental protection, because there's like a logging industry in Tasmania. The history of Australia, like there's so much going on there, from the indigenous people to the penal colonization in general. Like there's just a lot there that you can do a lot with. And you can have like Nancy trying to like find a Tasmanian tiger. Like that'd be kind of fun. You can roam through the forest. I'm just saying, a lot of potential there.
Yeah, I like it.
Because the most badass of the species there continue to evolve. Sorry, I went back to my point.
I would also like to just put in the Fresno Nightcrawler because I think it's neat. It's also thought to be an alien. I just think it's kind of funny. That's my entire rationale, is that I just think it's pretty funny looking.
Well, pretty funny looking. See, honestly, in that same vein, the Jersey Devil, or I guess that the natives called it Sing, maybe not. Very tertiary investigation on my part.
Yeah.
Because have you seen this motherfucker? The fact that
it looks so like wow.
The fact that two separate groups of people had the same experience, just different origin stories. Just like Google it, you guys.
I'm trying.
Google.
And not the sports team.
Yeah, not the sports team.
I think that was how, like, as a kid, I had to learn how to, finesse Google results, because I would always get the sports team. I was like, no, this isn't. Right. My brain is hyper focused on cryptozoology. Do not give me sports.
No.
Oh yeah, the Lenape people.
Oh yeah,
said it was inhabited by a spirit called Missing. Sometimes took the form of a deer-like creature with leathery wings.
It's terrifying. It's
cool.
Unsettling, and I need it to be used. I don't know how. I don't know why someone is using this. And additionally, whatever you do not explain away fully.
Yes.
The cryptid. I need you guys to
leave it hanging.
Like
make it vague.
But I did catch this weird, like Caddy.
Yeah.
Like Caddy. Just give us that, please.
Yeah. Don't try and
Everybody
go
loves
Thornton
a good
Hall
question
us.
mark.
Don't go Thornton Hall us. It wasn't carbon monoxide.
Yeah, that's literally gaslighting us.
You're so right.
I thought it was a gas leak, not a gas light.
The difference is intention.
I also just came up with this, but I think a Mothman game could also be very interesting because there is so much to Point Pleasant as well. Because there was also, I think, I'm not sure if they stayed in the area, but there was, an indigenous tribe there. There was the TNT area where Mothman was sighted that was like used in World War II to like store TNT, and you could go walk around it now. Like I went to one of them, and it's crazy because it's like pure dark. Like it's crazy, but and
No, thank you.
yeah, and like you have like the whole Mothman prophecies thing. So I'm like imagining Mothman is sighted. Nancy Drew gets called to investigate what is being like prophesized, but it turns out it's just some guy probably trying to get land or something. He wants money, probably.
It's usually a real estate scheme. It'd be great if it was something else, but we accept the formula. It's okay, you guys.
Exactly. And then, at the end, Nancy accuses the culprit, and it's like, and you faked Mothman's appearance so you could like draw attention away from yourselves and your scheme. And then he's like, no, I didn't do that. So you get like, then who did,
I mean, I did that time and that time, but I was never there. What? Love it.
Yeah.
I was looking and it's
and
the
I'm
Shawnee
glad that you said that
there.
because... What?
You were shopping?
No, it's the Shawnee people there.
Oh, okay, thank you.
That's sorry, I was looking that up.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, I was like, off the top of my head, I'm so bad with names. I don't know. Like, I had to, like, I may have written a book, but trust me, I had to write every little single piece of information down, otherwise I would forget it immediately,
Yeah.
My
not
ADD brain keeps trying to, like, put notes together so that I can make it all work and be cohesive, and it can't.
Exactly, yeah.
It knows something's gonna happen, but...
Post notes. In order. Storyboard. Yeah.
That's a lot of real estate.
A Jamboard.
Jamboard. What other cryptids?
See, there are a few cryptids in Africa that I'm kind of like, okay, it'd be really fun to have Nancy go on a trek to the Congo to see if she can find like a giant dinosaur.
Yes.
But do I trust her interactive with Africa? Like, no, just stay out of that continent.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
That's why I tried to veer away from, like, spiritual cryptids, just because...
that wouldn't be good. I mean, and we wouldn't want a lot of spiritual ones. It's like we don't.
It's
like
not that
the
I
people-
don't have faith in them.
Well, it's just like people
It's
are
just
like
that I
don't
know
talk
what to
about it.
expect.
No,
mhm.
there's that. They don't want
And
the
then-
media about some of those cryptids, or no, not cryptids to them. It's actual like spiritual beliefs and beings. So,
Exactly.
and that's why we don't try and do anything with, what are they called in North America?
Oh, Wendigo?
Yankyo.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
I'm
was
like,
going
what
through, like,
the
a
fuck
list.
is the word? Yes. So we don't talk about, you don't use that as a, like, creature in
Plot
one of your
device?
things.
Yeah.
It's not okay. Same with, like, Thunderbirds. Like, no, stop. Please. But yeah, so, other than that, though, I
then-
just like all of the... See, apparently I want an Australian cryptid just because of all of the megafauna that is, like, still... like, they still talk about them, even though they're not, like, still seen. I'd love that, though. Some of that...
Or,
Yeah.
on the topic of Australia, how about a T-Rex in the outback and Nancy has to go find that?
I would love that. Have it be like the Psych episode where they find the dinosaur bones.
Right. Okay. So I'm pitching here. They they market it like, oh, haha. It's basically, it ends up being this giant like statue in the middle of the desert, and Nancy is there, like, maybe with Professor Boyle again.
Bring back Professor Boyle.
Yeah, bring him back. But don't hit him again. But like, because it turns out that, you know, as they were constructing this, like, I don't know, something to have to do with dinosaurs, they find the remains of some dinosaur.
Yeah.
And then we get
It's a paleontology game.
Exactly, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah. I pitched a paleontology game back in the day. I think it was going to take place in Argentina.
Yeah.
Just because, you know, it's neat. Why not?
I think we can have multiple archaeology
paleontology games.
Because I was going to say paleontology and, you know, archaeology, but then my brain was like, no, that goes first.
Archaeology's already happened.
Yeah, they can do more.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we can have, like, you know,
have some be, you know,
multiple
culture and
ghosts.
history focused. Some are more STEM focused, you know, like just
multiple games set in castles, you know?
That's true.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. That's a valid point.
How many castles have we been in? Okay. Nancy can write, oh my God, I want to write a review of every castle. I'm doing it. I'm
in
gonna
Nancy's.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the Nancy Drew
I was
games.
like, of every castle ever?
Yeah,
or
she's just
the
going
Nancy
to
Drew?
go to every castle and kind of pitch this as a travel piece. Okay, who's going to pay for Ariana to visit every castle in the world, including every single White Castle burger?
Yes.
Have to go to every chateau in Canada as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. It counts.
Counts. Yeah. I also just want an alien game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technically, aliens could be cryptids. Kind of.
I think
There are some, I guess, like a smaller portion of the cryptozoology community that think that, like, Bigfoot is an alien. And that's how Bigfoot, like, always kind of gets away before, you know, sightings, you know, can capture him and all that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
we can get a combined Bigfoot alien game, I'm just saying.
I just think we need an alien game because then Sunny June can be one of our phone friends.
Please. Let it be that he and Jamila are doing some I don't know, mission or convention. I don't care. I need them to be Well, you know how Spy treats it.
Yep, it's missions.
Like
But this next mission,
expedition.
This next mission is not just going to get him fired from TV studio. It's going to get him arrested. And
so we like hear that storyline going on in the background because Jamila will pipe in and be like, "Oh, hello, Nancy."
I also, since you mentioned like the getting fired from TV, I also kind of like the idea of he gets his own like Destination True style show and invites Nancy as like a guest on something.
that would be amazing. Or he's like, no, wait, at this location, I'm finding that this is definitely not an alien. This is, I better call Nancy. Giving a bad name to aliens.
On that line, actually, because when we were talking about castles and stuff. Puerto Rico was mentioned. I had been thinking about making one about the chupacabra. Because that originates in Puerto Rico, even though it is largely associated with Mexico for some reason. Really? But yeah, so I think that would be fun, and that would be also great culture. Let's maybe, I don't know,
Nancy hits
explore
the Caribbean.
one of our a part of our country.
Yeah, technically, but
you've been all over the
the rest of the world. Nancy goes to Guam.
Okay, give it to me.
Yeah, we should go.
I'm regretting saying that.
They're there, sister. They're there. Well, I'm running out of steam. So,
me too.
This was our episode about cryptids and Nancy Drew. Thank you to our special guest, Carol, for giving us...
Thank you for inviting me.
Giving us the deets on cryptids, and...
Yeah, and I am buying your book as soon as bills are paid.
Yeah. So, we'll leave a description. We'll leave a link to the book in the description. There we go. Jesus Christ, words. God, I just want
Jesus Christ words.
Jesus Christ words. I just want a bowl of cornflakes. So, you guys can get to us. You can contact us on Twitter, and not really Twitter, and, maybe Instagram. Definitely Discord. If you leave a comment on Facebook, I'm probably never gonna respond because I go on Facebook like once a week, and then it's not to see you guys. It's to browse the local Buy Nothing page. So you could also email us, krolmeistersisters@gmail.com. I didn't do my 3
Since
plugs
I guess
for it.
email's here to stay.
So Ariana, where can they find us?
Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Spotify.
Yeah.
And in those places you can tell us what you like, or I don't know, tell people we're good.
Yeah, say you love this podcast. You're like, wow, I love this podcast. 5 out of 5. I'm not being forced to say this. They are not holding a gun to my head. Yeah, put that in. So,
if necessary, I will provide a proof of life photo.
And Carol, tell us the name of your book again. Well.
Yes, it is The Cryptids of Asia and Oceania by Carol Scott.
Yeah. Just as that last final plug before I forget. So yeah, as a reminder, I'm Risa.
I'm Ariana.
And I'm Carol.
And we're the Krolmeister & Co. And we're asking you guys to stay sleuthy.
Peace out.